snowboarders, and one-wheelers. That overlap being that a lot of us are kind of anarchists, right? And so the idea of an association telling us what to do, telling us how to run an event, a lot of us don't really like having that input, feeling like somebody is trying to take control. That's not really what the goal is, but we're still kind of working on getting that message out there that we're just here to support the community in any way that they need us.
For me I'm going to try to put it this way. We have associations here. I know that you guys are legal in USA, but there was a problem with the Future Emotion for a paar months, and I know that you guys work a lot to help the one wheel company because they want to ban the one wheels indirectly because they say that
Oh,
is very dangerous. And you guys as association, you work a lot to help that to change the idea from the persons to see it that that is not a dangerous sport. And I think that's what association is created to help the community to grow, and that is the mentality we have to change in a persons, I think.
for sure. As such a new sport, one wheel definitely is at risk of being perceived the same way snowboarding was in the early days. A bunch of hooligans, so dangerous, putting other people at risk. People see you coming at them on a sidewalk and they panic. They don't realize that you're in complete control and your device can stop. So I think there's a lot of education to be done. And of course, there's always going to be some people who think, oh, the one wheel doesn't belong in a bike path or on a trail. But I think a lot of that will go away as people begin to understand the one wheel's capabilities and even more importantly, the fact that members of the one wheel community are willing to put in the time and effort to help maintain those trails and to show respect to other users of bikeways and roadways, that we just deserve the same rights as bicycles, pedestrians, whoever else is enjoying the great outdoors.
So I'm going to put you another question is like this: the association, the One Wheel Association, has something to do with the future emotion? As don't have nothing to do? Is open for all the ideas? Like today, we are seeing that coming is a company from China. There is the West coming very strong. Then we have other companies. Do you work with all of them together, or you work separately? Not together. You are
We're
more.
independent.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're independent. So we are, of course, gonna, as you mentioned earlier, we definitely got behind Future Motion when the one wheel was at risk of being
Mm-hmm.
banned by the United States Consumer Protection
Mm-hmm.
Agency for being too dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we would continue to support them and any other company at the same risk. But yeah, we are certainly independent and we're interested in supporting the VESC movement and the underground racing just as much as the established Future Motion channels.
Yeah, that is the important thing. Fabio, please. Uh, I'm going to make you a question. You are in Europe. You are working with them international. What is normally the questions that the people come to the association? What's the type of questions that you get from the riders for the
Like,
international association?
yeah, usually from here on this side, they kind of ask, okay, it's based on the US, so what can you do for us here in Europe? And that is definitely something that we're trying to change. Now, not only me, but also Andrew, the organizer from Float the Highlands, is also a part of Iowa. So we now have two European representatives. And one thing that we're trying to accomplish with Iowa is to put a bit more focus, as Manny was saying, into helping out our communities. And both of us, me and Andy, for instance, are really going to try to go to our events here in Europe and help the organizers in anything that they need, which is something that Iowa also does in the US. Mandy, Vito, all of us who are part of Iowa, between all the board of director members, we pretty much go to all the major events that are happening in the US and in Europe. And we are providing, we're trying to provide now help to the organizers in the sense that if you need us to do anything to, some problem happens during your events, we're there to help you, to provide support. And before the event, if you need help in like scheduling, creating a schedule, for example, that's something that you're more than welcome to reach out, and we can try and help you in any way that we can. And that way we can really expand our things, and hopefully not just US and Europe, but expand Iowa to the other continents as well, since One Wheel is the thing that exists
Yeah.
all around the world.
I'm going to put the question to you, man. And it's like this: it's difficult for you to work with the groups are creating events and try to help them. They like to be helped, or is they are afraid? What we talked in the beginning, they are afraid that you want to take the places from them, like take the event they are organizing. How is that working with these events? Is it easy or is it difficult for them to reach you guys?
I think it's a mix of both. It's also a little bit of a new initiative for us to be more proactive with the events. That's definitely an initiative that we really want to pursue further this year. So this is a great opportunity, and thank you for the platform to help us spread the word to other organizers that we're available to help them. Um, I had an opportunity at my first event of the year. I went to Wheel Fun
Can I
Weekend.
stop you
Yeah, yeah,
before?
yeah.
I'm going to tell you something
Hmm.
for everybody to understand. We have to be thankful for you guys to take your private time and try to help the community. For lots of people don't understand what is association without you guys are working. You are a rider. I know that you are one of the in the last event I see you ride. You are very good and you have lots of friends, and we're going to talk about the sisters and everything. And I think you guys doing so much for us to protect us, to help with the events. Lots of people who makes events, I think they don't understand what is the association, what you guys are doing. You are just trying to help them maybe work a little better or do something better for the community of your One Wheels. And I think everybody have to be more thankful for everything you are doing, all of you guys from the association. Me,
Thank you.
I'm just very happy to bring you here. We talk about it 2 or 3 times to make this happen, and I'm very happy that you came. This platform is made for what you guys are doing. We have to be, all of us, very thankful for what you guys are doing, and all the events and all the race and all the tours and everything have to work more with you guys. That way the association can bigger, can learn with the events too, and can start to help more with the events and create this as a big sport. For me, the only thing I would love to see is this sport growing, going to having support like a Red Bull or an international event that we can put this, and we have then help from companies who can sponsor the riders,
Yeah.
because sometimes it's so difficult for you guys to do everything alone. And that way, I think the association having a backup from these companies, you can then help the events more, help more the races and everything, the riders, the ladies, and everything, and that comes bigger and bigger. And that's why you don't need to be thankful for me. We need to be thankful from you guys for the International One Wheel Association. That is the truth. Believe me. I think that this association is very important, but association like what you guys have, because you are doing something with love. When you make with passion, is different than when you make for the money. And I see that you guys do it because you love this sport, and that's what we need. And I hope that the events and everybody start to work more with you. Sorry for me to interrupt you, but I think you guys need more and more support, and I'm the
We
first
appreciate
one.
that.
Yes,
We
I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
what you are doing. That way
Yeah,
I
we can
can
all
ride.
support each other.
Yeah, well, hey, we're all here to help each other out, right? So you're helping us
Yeah.
get the word out, and we're doing everything we can to help the community and help the sport grow in a way that's healthy. And just make sure that, every event that people go to is the best that it can be, whatever it takes, whatever we can provide to help.
Yeah, that
That's
is
what we
the
want to provide.
so. In the middle, I'm going to put something like this: is I think you are a lady, you are in this association, but then you and other girls who are there is something very special in the middle. I think it's the only association that have then works with the other ladies of other. I want to talk a little from this. I think is the only electro group of PVs that has so many ladies, and it's
They're
very
very
nice to see.
active.
Yes, and so brave and so good riders that we have
Yeah.
to. They are
Very
very,
incredible.
very,
Yeah.
very, very credible riders. I think the guys have to step a lot to come close to these fantastic ladies. Tell us a little more for everybody who are out there don't know, and for the ladies maybe they never ride or maybe they want to ride. A little more about the sisters official. That is the official side from them.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to be clear, Drift Sisters is separate from the International One
Yes.
Wheel Association. It's just something that I happen to be involved in both of them, and equally passionate for both of them as well. Drift Sisters is a really great platform, and community of sisters, people who identify as female. They come together once a year for an annual retreat, which is usually somewhere on the west coast of the US. And they just have a great time together. There's always group rides. Everyone is challenged. There are clinics for people to learn new skills. And I have to say, some of the most incredible growth that I've ever seen happens at those Drift Sisters weekends. The girls just go home with all of these new skills that they never even thought they would try. They're going over curbs and they never thought they'd try a curb nudge. They're doing reverts, they never thought they'd try and do that. And just the sisterhood that is built at those events spreads out to every other event. There are different regional groups now doing women's events through the Drift Sisters. Every major event has at least one Drift Sisters ride or clinic, and just really creating and holding that space for women in the sport to bond and learn from each other. It has just been a blast.
So now, leaving this for everybody's out there, I just want to say, go. I'm going to leave the link from them there. We are not going to make. There is another page that you can buy things and everything. There is lots of information. I'm going to leave all the links. But the International Association, how can the people reach you? First of all, I'm using now how can they come a partner from the one International One Wheel Association?
So you've got the website up here. This is the iowa.org, and you can become a member there for $5 a month or $50 a year. You save a little bit if you do the annual membership. This website is home to all of our resources as well, and those are free to use. We provide um, trail advocacy kits if you feel that you need to go and make your case to local stakeholders who are asking you not to use the trails. We provide some resources for that, learning resources, news, the event calendar, the blog. There's a ton of stuff right there on the website. And again, that's where you can become a member for $5 a month. We're also on Facebook and Instagram. So you can reach out to us on any of those platforms. They're all monitored, or you can contact us through the website and that'll go to our email. There's lots of different ways to reach out.
So, guys, I'm going to leave all the links there for you, ladies and gentlemen, to go there and read. And if it's something that you are, where are you? What in what part of the USA are you guys? The center. That is just more a website, or there is the association as a base camp.
There is no base of operations. Technically, we're headquartered in Florida, but our members are all over from Florida up to I'm in Sacramento and just everywhere in between. So it's actually great that we have pretty thorough coverage of the country at this point. We just added a member in Texas. We've had some folks in Georgia. I used to be in Boston. We're going to have to find a new East Coast person. So if anyone in the Northeast is watching, hit us up. Actually, so can I circle back to a question you asked earlier, Nelson? Because you were
Yes.
asking about how big our group is and if we need more help. And the answer is yes, we do need more help. Our board of directors has a couple of vacant seats. We're really looking for someone who's great with content and wants to help build our community and get consistent on Instagram, Facebook. If there's other platforms out there that we should be using to build the community, we're open to that.
Hmm.
Uh, but even aside from that, just if you're passionate about getting involved, let us know. We have room for both board of director seats and just volunteers. If you want to do one social media post a month, one blog post a month, one tutorial video teaching people new one wheel skills, um,
That is a good thing.
Yeah.
yeah, we're open to anything that you want to contribute.
And I think there is lots of persons out there that can do that very good, and I hope that we can reach the persons today. If anyone is out there seeing now the live or later on, we are most platforms from One Wheel groups in Facebook now live, and we are in YouTube and in Twitter. Just please spare the message. If you have a friend maybe don't have nothing to do with the One Wheel, and he can work with them and help him, maybe then he can start to train and be a One Wheel rider later on. The important thing is just for us to try to help the community to grow, and as an association I think that it will be important for all of us, uh, because we need the most and active persons to help the association and of course the One Wheel riders and events. I think you guys are the association is a very important tool for the One Wheel world riders, and I think it's going to help to the new persons maybe would love to ride or to test a One Wheel. That way they can get information in the International One Wheel Association. Uh, for you today as a rider, how do you see when you go to the events? I know that you talk in the beginning. Sometimes the people are international association. How do you see, because you are a rider, is easy for you to communicate with the everyone? Not just the persons who make the events, but the people are the riders. Is easy for you to explain what is the International One Wheel Association, or the people don't are so interested?
Um, there is definitely a mix. I think we're still in the early stages of getting the word out about the growth that we're trying to achieve and the support we're trying to offer to the community. Um, but yeah, for the most part, people are open to having the conversations.
Okay, this year you're going to have lots of events in USA. You are
So
a
many,
part. Yes, I
too
see it.
many.
I was, how you as the association is a good thing. I don't know. You have enough persons to be in each event from you guys in association, or is being a little difficult to have the association in all these events, because it's a lot of events, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of events. We definitely could use more boots on the ground of people who are just willing to be present at events and make themselves available for whatever might come up, right? Because events are always going to throw a curveball at you. I was at an event this year where they were half an hour before the race and suddenly realized that they didn't have any bibs printed, so they handed me a pile of paper and a Sharpie, and I started making race bibs. And like that's just the sort of random task that like an organizer does not have time to be doing that, right? They are
Hmm.
in charge of they have so many irons in the fire, they do not need one more thing. And so, if something comes up at an event, when it inevitably does, like we want to have more boots on the ground at more events who can make themselves available, look for the shirt. find someone with the international one wheel shirt, and we just be like, hey, we've got a little crisis. Could you help us out? And the answer is going to be yes, we're happy to help.
I just want to say you have a lot of positive energy. You are always happy. So she as and Fabio, they has lots of positive things. You just have to use see your YouTube channel. She's not doing. I think she loves this sport. Oh, look, Fabio. Fabio is there. Okay,
Yeah,
let's change it here.
that's great.
Nice.
That's
That,
the uniform. Folks,
so
this is shiny, by the way. Shiny print from Float 365. Beautiful shirts. Shout out to Christine for printing those
So,
for us.
and let me put it this way: if somebody likes to have this T-shirt, can they ask it when they are a member, or if you how can you get a T-shirt like this for
That's a
everybody's
great
out there?
question. Yeah, because we don't actually have a shop on our website. I think we have some plans to make these available to members, but I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not going to make any promises about what those plans are, but they will happen someday.
I just want to say to David, David, you have to try the one wheel. I know that you have before. I know that you are a AUC rider, but you have to try the one wheel. Is other type of riding, and for everybody's out there, I'm always open for everybody to try it. Different PVs, and if you are out there, the one wheel has nothing to do with the AUC, and the AUC has nothing to do with the skateboard, electric skateboard. I think if you try the three of them, you're going to be crazy. But these two here, these two here, they are. I don't want to call them fanatic, but they are in love with the one wheel.
It's
The
okay. You can
the
call me a
the
fanatic.
the problem of the one wheel is when you start to ride, you get in love. Is it sometimes it's difficult for us to explain what type of love, and if you are expecting to go to, 60 70 miles like a AUC, that is not what you're going to get. One wheel is other different type of riding, is other sensation. I cannot describe it. I have the one wheel sometimes for me to explain to other persons why now. So you are riding a big machine with one wheel is just something makes us special to ride, and it's
It is.
difficult for us to explain. Don't
It's
have
not just
nothing to
about the
do with the
speed.
other ones.
Yeah, it's not about the speed. Although that being said, I noticed in Boston specifically, we started to really merge the one wheel and EUC communities. We found that there was a lot of overlap in terms of like enjoying to ride similar trails together. So I think there's definitely room for different PEV communities to grow together.
But when you put it the one wheel association, you can put it the AUC inside. Is not the problem. That is a one wheel too. But I
It
know
has
that you
one
are.
wheel, it counts.
But let's put it this way. Do you think I would love to ask you this, because I think you as association, do you like, maybe you guys like in the future, maybe put association like making I know that you are helping with the events, but maybe to create like to help to how can I put it? Persons who love like one time in a month, you can say, okay, we bring our one wheels, and the people from the city, I don't know, New York, can come and try it. There is something
Oh, a
that,
demo day.
yes, like for the people to know a little more what is the one wheel. Do you think that is something that in the future is maybe planned for you guys to do it, or then is too much for the association in a moment?
I think it's a great idea, and we would definitely love to support that. We're trying to put out some resources this year to help other people do that sort of thing. So we do not have the bandwidth. We have about 7 people on our board of directors. So we personally cannot host that at this
Wow,
time,
that is
but we want to provide sort of a framework. If you want to host that in your community, you can do a demo day. We're working on a group ride guide about how to grow your local group and host a successful group ride without anybody getting run over by cars. And our goal is to provide different resources like that so that we can all share the work, because like we said earlier, we do need more people to get involved. We can't do everything ourselves. We want to play a supporting role to help you build your community in your area.
Yes, I think that is important. I make this question because I would love to see you guys opening that in your website, that the people who wants in the cities to organize something like that, to instruct the people, to show that that is not a dangerous device, that is not difficult to ride it, that is the future, that is something that we can use and take it and explain to the person. Because I know that sometimes it's difficult when we go on the streets and the people they don't know what is that device, and they ask themselves what this crazy guy is doing in this one wheel. And that way I think you can open the minds, that the people can change his ideas and see that is we are going in the right direction, and that is a device that is going to help us to change cars, to change more places on the cities, that we can use it for other things, like the parking places for the cars. Maybe you can make a nice garden, or a nice place for us to ride the PVs with our kids.
I love the vision. I
Yeah.
love the vision.
Yeah.
I don't know how to make it happen, but we are working towards that someday in the, what is that, our 20-year goal, 50-year goal?
Yeah, but if you don't try, I'm not an association. I try to do here with my friends, sometimes to create something like that. We bring kids, we bring other things. I don't know if you know, but in Germany it's legal, and sometimes it's difficult for us to show to the persons and show to the, because we have to go not first. I'm not just talking about Germany. Lots of countries is illegal to ride, and I think we have to show to the persons who are going to vote that this electric device is the future, but you have to show it how to do it. What is that? Because sometimes it's difficult for them to say, okay, I would love to be green and to vote in this, guys, but I don't understand what is a one wheel, what is a AUC, what is an electric skateboard. And you guys as association not doing, but maybe having people around you guys, around USA and around people that can say, oh, cool, look, next month we're going to do something here close to our city. Can you put in website from you guys?
Yeah, for sure. And you raise a really good point, because, coming from the US, sometimes we get a little bit myopic. Here I am talking about, oh yeah, we've got public opinion. People don't understand it. Demo day, what a great idea. We can get the public opinion swayed. But you're right. You're pointing out, where you're at, that there are legal barriers to even just riding to the grocery store. So even more so for you, those demo days could be really valuable.
I try not to use my car, guys, believe it. And
yeah, we sold our cars.
Yes,
Badger and I moved
no,
across
but
the
today,
country and sold our
yeah,
cars.
but Mandy, I have to say this. That is very sad. That about 3 years ago, I was just riding electric, and then in the last 3 years, it's so difficult here because of the laws that I have to come back to the car, because I'm afraid to ride on the streets with my electric device, because the people don't know. Do you understand? The people don't.
It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, and that is what we have to change, and that's what we have to achieve. That's why I have so much devices here, and I bring kids, and I try to help. Not just me. If you go to Belgic wheelers, if you go to other guys, they are trying to do the right thing. And I think you as association, that's why I love you guys. I think they have to work with you more. They have to come to you, not you to them. They have to come and show, guys, I'm here. I don't know. I'm in LA. I want to make this small event in this place to bring more persons. Can you guys make a little propaganda? And that's why I understand you need a person who can post, a person who can make this videos, make this propaganda extra for you guys, for you to grow.
Now, propaganda really has a negative connotation that I don't like. It's not propaganda, it's just truth.
Yeah, but I understand what you mean, but you have to you have to be active. You know how that works. In the media, if you're not active, they're going to forget about you very fast.
Exactly. Well, and like you were saying, there's a lot of opportunity for educational content to let people know, if they aren't riders,
Hello, my
what being a
friend.
rider is all about.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you are doing a fantastic job. You need more help. I was very disappointed that you just have 6 persons working in a board, guys. I'm very sad because I know that the one wheel group is more than 50,000 persons inside. Hey, you have to show that the one wheel groups still is the biggest PV group of the world. The one wheel group is the biggest in Facebook, the biggest electro group in the world. There is no AUCs, there is no skateboards, nothing. You are the biggest one. We have to show it a little help and help you guys. You are alone. 6 persons is not enough. You need more help.
Well, you're definitely right that if we could mobilize that group of people towards a single cause, we could make a big change. You're right.
That
How many thousands of people did you say we have now? I haven't checked in a while.
I
50,000?
don't check in a while too, but I know that the one wheel riders is more than 50,000. The last time I see it,
Yeah.
I can check it very fast, but I think it's more than the last time was more than 50,000
And I think
persons.
owners is even bigger. So I mean, the point being, we have a lot of people
No, the
who,
riders I think is the
if
biggest one. The owners is
if
not so big.
everyone was moving in the same direction.
63,000 guys. Sorry, I'm very and the owners I think is not so big. I think they are a little less, but it's the same, guys. We are the biggest group that keeps. I know that this. I'm not against AUCs. I love all of them, but I think the one wheel is the most. Now we are seeing the AUC coming bigger and bigger with events, but the one wheel is the most to create. Events in Europe. I can tell you guys. I understand my friends is going to be upset, but it's like this. In Europe, is the only this year we're going to have 5 events of one wheel in Europe, and the rest is going to be just small rides, and we don't have nothing electric for AUCs or nothing to. There is nothing, and the one wheel is the only one who step on help us. That's why I love the International One Wheel Association. I love now that they created in Europe together with you guys working, and Fabio is very active, and I think we need to step up, because if we think in 20 years and we don't start today to change it, in 20 years we're going to be talking again, the 3 of us, and we are going to talk. Okay, in 20 years again we have to start it now.
That's right.
And just you 3, just you 6 guys working is not enough. The other persons have to come and say, hey, guys, let's go. Let's help them. And you are just asking one time in a month. It's just a couple hours. I'm going to help you guys. I'm going to try
Thank
to
you.
help. My English is not so good, but I'm going
That's
to try
okay.
to help the most I can, because it's very sad. I was thinking you have maybe 50, 60 persons inside of the
Well,
association.
so we have members. Our membership is larger. Our board of directors is 6 or 7 people.
My friend, sorry, people who are that is other things. I know is the same. That is for other time. So I don't want to make this video big. I just want to say something. I think is important for everybody's out there to understand what you guys are doing. I'm very proud of you, all of you. I know there is not all the persons here. I would like you to give the names of the persons are in the board working for this International One Wheel Association, for everybody to know, because I think it's important for us to know the people who are trying to do something for the community.
Yeah. So here on the US side, we have myself in California. We have Vito Campuzano in Florida. He's our treasurer and one of our founding members. We have Aaron Knowles, who is the founder of Shred the Stress.
Hmm.
And we recently just added a new member, Thiana Fierro. She is our trail advocacy liaison. So there's a whole team of folks who are working on trail advocacy missions, and we're now partnering with their organization to support what they're doing and make that vision even bigger. Fabio, I'll let you introduce the Europe team.
On this side, there's myself in Portugal. There's also Tori J. he used to.
Fabio, the audio is not so good.
Sorry.
The audio was not so good.
Uh,
Try now.
is it still the same?
Yeah, it's okay. Come now.
Good.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I was saying there's myself in Portugal. Then there's Corey J, who used to be in the US as well. He's also one of the founding members, but now he also lives here in Portugal as well. And then there's Andrew Larkin from Scotland. So there's three of us over here on this side in Europe.
I just want to show something here. I think is important just for you to say. There's some of them, some events, some that is the European One Wheel League. There is something they are doing stuff, but if you guys want to see it, that is interviews with all of them. I just want to show very fast what is going to happen in Europe. If you are in Europe, the first event is going to be here in Italia. If you guys are close and you want to go to this event, I think you're going to love it. They are doing a fantastic job. I love to see this competition that is old, the USA against Europe, and I love to see this nice competition. And I hope that the events comes bigger for the two sides, for the side of Europe and the side of USA. That means we are working together. And I hope that this event is going to be very nice. And then we're going to have in Switzerland, in America, guys. These guys are crazy. They are doing every day. I think you cannot come to all the events. You can achieve to go to all the events. It's impossible today. When you imagine for 3 years that we have 1, 2, 3 events, now we have so many. Do you imagine that?
No, at the time, I remember going to the first and second Float Life Fest, and it was like I would plan the whole year around that. It was like as long as I could get that week off, everything was good. And now it's like, okay, so I'm going to need this month in April, this month in May, these 2 weeks in June. But it's you know what? It's so exciting to see the sport growing, to see the events start to proliferate on the calendar. Like you said, the One Wheel community is just so passionate, and that calendar is the clearest demonstration of that passion, and just people putting together these events and as many opportunities as they can come up with to just get together and ride and have fun. We love to see it.
I love to see it. First of all, I just want to show it. I love to see this here. Competition, enjoying. That is the Instagram from her. But that's what I love to see in a One Wheel. I love the other groups, I love the other sport, but the One Wheel is so a beautiful community and so united. I hope that I'm very happy to know Fabio. I don't know you personally, but I know you from your videos and everything, and you riding and racing. And most of the time, I think it's not. It's important to win, of course, but I think it's just to have this. All these friends coming together and enjoying a nice ride and having that is what last year this picture was fantastic. Sorry, that one was very nice. But to see all of them, look for you guys to see it that she can ride and she is always prepared for having fun and is always smiling. So,
and isn't that what One Wheel is all about?
I think that is important. Do you train so much like before? Because every time I was seeing your videos before, you was always trying to do some crazy stuff. Do you continue to do the same? Don't stopping?
Not as much. I definitely got very into the racing for a little while, but for me personally, that's not my favorite part of one wheeling. And so I'm kind of trying to get back to focusing more on the festival aspect, the Drift Sister side of things, and just really having as much fun as I can have. Which sometimes means racing, but it means a lot of other things too.
So I'm first of all, I'm very proud of you. I want to thank you to you and Fabio, first of all, to show so much courage, to come and create this association. I hope that this small interview is going to open the eyes for more riders and persons around the world, and see that you guys need more help. You guys need more support for the people who love the one wheel, and they are not going to do something bad. They are going to do something very good to grow this association. That way, everyone who comes to help you guys is going to help the community, and that is a big step for all of us. And for the persons you have now, I want to say thank you so much for taking your private time, your private life, and to try to help our communities, because the one wheel community is not just one city. America is very big, and we have to think that the one wheel world is around the world, very big. And there is no words for you, the two of you today. And I'm very, very proud of you two. And I hope that maybe next year we can come back here with a small video too again and talk. And you guys say, okay, now we have a nice team backing up the association for the one wheels, and that the people contact us to maybe for us to help them, or for them to help the events and the association. And that is what you guys need, is more persons to help you to grow the one wheel community.
We're looking forward to that video next year too.
So I don't want to make this video big, because when we make big, the peoples are always not interesting. I want to make the information the basic. As we forget something that you like to talk, guys.
I think I probably just want to wrap up with kind of our big 3 initiatives that we've been looking at for the season. Just to kind of give people some insight if they're thinking about, well, how can I get involved? Some of our focuses are, we've been working for probably at least a year now to try and develop a ranking system, which is very close to being completed. We enlisted an external data scientist to go through all of the race data from the whole history of one wheel, really, which I compiled while I was homesick with COVID and had nothing else to do. So that ranking system is about to come out. So that's one of our big initiatives. The second one is this trail advocacy mission, and just like providing resources for people to advocate for trail access in their area, to get out there and do some work on the trails in their area, to show out and make those connections with folks in their area, whether it's mountain bikers, whether it's legislators, to go out and start networking. So that's another initiative, and that's a place where we really need some boots on the ground. And then the third one would be those events. Again, boots on the ground are really, really needed. Just folks to be there and help things run more smoothly, help pick up the slack at the events. I think that would go a long, long way towards adding some value for the community.
Yeah, I think too. I just want to say to this fantastic friend, he's making a tour in France now. And he's trying to make 10,000 kilometers in France. You are inspiration for all of us, my friend. I hope that you achieve the 10,000 kilometers. And I'm every day very happy to see a new post from you, showing that you are a brave man. And I hope that you achieve. And we see us maybe in Italy. Fabio, I leave you. Do you want to say something, my friend, please?
Mandy said it all. I am wanting to accomplish.
Your sound is bad, my friend. We cannot listen to you. Can you listen to him?
Yeah.
No, he sounds very garbled.
Yeah. You're liking the other.
Are the allergies bad there too this year?
So for you guys, before Fabio continues, I just want to say Fabio is one of the best riders we have here in Europe, and every time he makes this tour in Portugal, I think he creates more. I have lots of white hairs, but I think he creates more because he wants to do it so perfect, and I know how difficult is that to create events and everything, and like you said. If you are out there and you can help the events, please go there and help the events. No, sometimes if you take just 1 hour of your private life in this event and go there and do something, I think you're going to help a lot the event, and you're going to be happy that you say I was a part, and I think
Yeah.
that is beautiful.
And that's true, by the way, even if there aren't any formal events in your area, again, go out and find those local trails, find the mountain bike groups that are working on those trails or whoever maintains them and get out there, get your hands dirty. And as they see that you're willing to do the work, I mean, we've seen it all over the US. Everyone who has gone out and done that work has made inroads and relationships and friendships, and that has gone a long way towards them being allowed on the trails.
Yes, I just want to say very fast for you guys today. I was last week with the privilege to work with 5 countries from Europe, and we create a small ride. That was the first one in Europe from this year. Of course, we are illegal. We have to choose one country was not legal, was legal to ride, and we came close to 100 riders, and that was a
Ooh,
beautiful day of riding. One wheels, AUCs, skateboards, mountain boards, everything, bikes, scooters. But the important thing, if we work together, I just want to say because of this, if we work all of us together, we can achieve more and more and more, and we can reach more persons. That's why.
that's exactly right.
That's
We
why
have a
we have.
big vision and it's bigger than we can carry out without more help.
Yes, you need more help. You need more help. Sorry, guys. I think you are fighting a big battle, and I'm very proud of the two of you. I didn't know that was not so many persons, and that is very sad. You need more help. More help. The people have to wake up. Because I'm going to tell something that the people are not going to like, and the people is going to. Don't forget, they can ban you every day around the world. There is lots of people who don't like electric, and they are the persons who are always trying to destroy what we are doing for the future. If you don't help, then it's going to be difficult. I know because I live in one country is legal to ride, and nobody is interested to put it legal because it's very strong. The cars and the industry of cars is very big, and they don't want to lose the place. That's why
Yeah.
work together. That way we can achieve something. Yeah, 100, 100 riders. So, Fabio, before we go, just very fast, what is going to happen in Europe this year?
If it's too bad,
Let's see. You can talk. You have to talk.
I am talking. I can't hear me.
It's strange. It's
Fabio, do you have headphones?
Headphones is always better. So I'm just going to tell like this for everybody to know. It's going to be I call it for this guys, I call it the 5 points. The 5 points is simple. There's going to be 5 events in Europe. The first one is going to be now in May, end of May, is going to be the Flute Italia. The second one is going to be in the beginning of June, is going to be in Switzerland, the Flute Switzerland. They are very good. Then the third one is going to be the Flute of Highlands. So it's going to be in June. So then the third one is going to be in August, end of August. This is going to be the from the Belgic in Belgic. The one wheel Belgic is going to be the U. And the fifth one is going to be the race in Portugal. The first 2 days is right, 2 or 3 days is going to be the race. And then if you don't want to make the race, just the tour, then it's going to be like a stop day that for everybody is going to come to the tour to come. And in the fourth day starts the tour Portugal Algarve. So I have the pleasure to be there 2 times. I'm going to be the third time there. I recommend to everybody to come. I know that is going to be a maximal of persons there, because that is going to be a very 4 days difficult. You have to stand up every day in 6 o'clock of the morning, and you go to 8 to 10 o'clock of the evening riding. So be prepared. For the rest, for the American, the Americans have so many events that you have to go to the association. The association is the best way for you, is the best tool for you guys to go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the association, and in the association they have here the events, and you can go and see the calendar, and there you can have what is happening. That way you can have from Europe and from USA is everything inside, well organized, very, for the 5 persons inside, they are doing a fantastic job. I think you are doing amazing job.
Thank you for the support.
I'm not doing something you are doing for us. I'm just trying to help you. Come on.
Well, we need it. Appreciated.
You are, don't worry. You are doing the best for us. And I'm very proud of you. And I hope that everybody's out there start to open the eyes and start to work with you guys. And that way we can go in the right direction. Sometimes Nelson say things that they don't like to sell, but I tell the truth, and the people don't like to listen to the truth. I don't care. I just want to see us more united, that we can work together. And you need help. You guys need help. Just smile, Fabio. Hey, what is this? It's not Fabia, it's Fabio. That is just a joke. David is always a very nice guy. I just want to say to everybody from my side, thank you so much for you to come here and explain a little more about the association, International One Wheel Association. And I hope that we can get better and better, and I hope next time we come here to a video, and the guys who has YouTube channels, go there and make propaganda for these guys. Don't just make reviews and something like that. There's things that are important. And if you are doing an event, go there with your camera when you are in Instagram and say, hey guys, don't forget the International One Wheel Association, go there and subscribe. That way we can achieve something. So I think I was more clear. Clear is difficult. So I leave you like always with the last words for each one of you, for the people who are going to come and see this video later on, or for the people who are seeing now. I leave you, the two of you, with the last words for the One Wheel community, talking about the International One Wheel Association. Fabio, you can start and then you finish.
I don't know if it works. Can you?
Now it's good. It's better. Okay. Come.
Hey.
Don't.
I don't even. I forgot what I was about to say. I just wanted to say that it's really an honor to be a part of this community. It has been great. I've been riding one wheels since like 6 years now, and it's watching this sport grow and this community grow and grow with it. It's been just an amazing experience, and yeah, I can't wait to see what more the one wheel brings to my life, and to all the people that I can meet, and will meet all the friends. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's truly a beautiful community to be a part of.
I just want to, before you finish, I just want to make a statement to everyone. My friends, it's not easy to answer this. It's like a question. Are the AUC welcome in the floats? I'm going to tell each event has its rules. Better for you to go to the website or go to the guys who organize the event and ask if they are. There is some events is just for one wheels. Some events is for one wheels, AUC, or for skateboards. Is better. The best way to enter is to go like the International One Wheel Association. Maybe they can ask, or you can ask them, or maybe you can go directly to the event and ask them, because there is rules each event. And believe it, guys, ladies and everybody is not upset. I know sometimes the people come and say, oh, why this event is just for one wheel. I think it's better for you to do something correctly. Don't try to mix too much things, and then you don't have too much people to help you, and then everything goes wrong, and then the event is destroyed. Next year you're not going to see an event. I think is everything has to go step by step. It's like when you grow up, you come slowly, you cannot walk, and then you put the first leg, second leg, and everything. Go step by step. I talk with each one. Don't try to make a big event. Do it right and do it perfect. That way you're going to help to grow the event. If you try to do too much, it's going to be a piece of shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's exactly right, and it was true for us too. You know, I know that we've had some periods of silence from the Iowa over the years, and it may appear that we're growing slower than some people would expect or like, but that's what it's like to start something. Same as an event, same as anything that you want to get big, you have to plant the seed first, and that's what we've been doing. We've been planting the seed, and we're really excited to see how it grows this season. I think it's going to get really tall.
I hope the best for you. If I can help in any way, I will be there. It's not. I'm not. My English is not so good, but I will try to do my best. I just want to say something that the people he said. I think is very, very good. We all want the T-shirt,
We'll talk to our treasurer about that.
yeah,
I'll make a note.
and I think he deserves it, huh? Because he's doing.
Yeah,
He's doing a
absolutely.
lot.
That's right. He really does. He's earned
Yeah,
that t-shirt.
yeah. I don't know in which place he is now in a group from the One Wheel GT. If he's in first place or second or third place of the miles, but we will see. So I just want to say for you, continuing doing what you are doing. You are doing it very well, and show to the community. For us to achieve something in life, we have to battle. Sometimes the battles are difficult, and I know for you, the International One Wheel Association, first now you have to show to everyone that you want to help, and that is very sad. That normally the persons have to say, "Wow, thank you for doing that," and I think you're going to have to explain a lot to the persons, but I hope that this interview shows that you don't need to explain so much, and the people start to say, okay, we have to go there, we have to help them, we have to help with the events, and this association is the right direction for all of us, and we have to be thankful, and we have to do our best to help too. That is
That's
my.
right. We all got to work together, and we're just providing a vehicle to steer that.
And that you can then go to the event and have a little fun, that not just working. That way you can make an hour and you go have fun, and the other person can help the other hour, and everything goes
That's
perfect.
right. Many
Exactly.
wheels make light work.
Yes, perfect. So for everyone is out there, thank you for coming. I just want to say that is going to be the four last interview from this season. We're going to come back again in October. We achieved the 302 interview today, 303 interview with riders. Thank you so much for the association to come here to explain to the world what is this association. I think lots of persons don't know. And I think in the future, maybe in 1 year, you can tell me, Nelson, that is coming better and better. And we have not 5 persons, we have now 50 or 100 around the world working for the one wheel community. Because that's what they understand. You are doing for the one wheel community something. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Fabio,
you.
Talk soon.
thank you.
Bye.
Awesome.
So, guys, and have a good fun. Like always, ride fast, but always